I'm mad at you. Hey, what do you gotta say? Hey! Alright, everybody. Sorry about that. The phone ran out of iPhone storage. Thank you, all my subscribers. You know I love you. If you haven't joined, please join our family. We all care about each other. It's an interactive channel, by the way. If you'd like to support the channel, here you go. K-Sang, capital A-M-Y, capital L-E-E, capital A, capital L, and Ziva Mona Lisa at PayPal.com. All right, so it's time to get back into the deets. That's right. Yeah. It's time for the deets, Chris Watts had a love. She liked going to Pornhub. Lots of butt sex. She didn't know what was next. She got real freaky, yes she did. She giggled like a jerk all in his head. Talking about Chris Watts and K-Tlay. Alright, man. Alright. Apologize though, I did get decent about it. You know, she tries. You know, she works. So if you are just coming to this one, you better catch up on the one. I'm going to download them at the same time. So I'm doing some more deets on the old Christopher Wattage. I said, what? We should, oh my gosh. We already got to say what. But this is also say what? Like we got to make it, the what is part of the sitch. Also remember, my theory, I'm the only one in the world that has it. Because I've looked all over the world. I've been around the world and I can't find any more Chris Watts case. So I do believe, once again, my theory is since she is a geologist who studies oil and rock and explosions and all that good stuff, and her dad is the same, and a Freemason, that she and Numbnuts Chris Watts, CW, K and K, CW. You hear? You heard with purred. So I'll give you some more deets on this, right? But this is my theory, is that they were gonna blame it on Shalane SW, but the timeline got messed up from crazy Nicole Atkinson. So if the neighbor or the best friend Nicole didn't come and say, hey, you know, then they might have got away with it, really got away with it. Because I think, and I know my family's with me on this, or else we wouldn't be here hugging and all that stuff. Don't touch my butt. Don't. Hey, I know we're family, but incest is the best. Put your cousin to the... No, everybody just settle down. Everybody settle down. Yeah, I'm a hasty, so I don't mean I'm going to be with my bra. Okay. Woo! Okay, so we were saying, I'm saying for sure, absolutely, I will take the, I'll say, yes, it's I. It is I. This is my theory. This is my idea. This is my thought. Okay? I could be wrong. I think that she had him go check it out. It's not his work site. Okay, it's not his work site. He's only been there once before. And that the deal was to put one here, one there. Her to have supposedly climbed up and done that. And because she's so angry about the affair, she knows about the affair. One thing about Shalane, she did not hold back when it comes to information to friends and Facebook and things like that. She was an oversharer, if you will. So that she knew about the affair because she already told her friends, and she blew up the place. Her flying back puts that little indent right there in the sheet itself that is useful to carry her out to the middle of the field, then burns and blah. he had an extra pair of new shoes in the locked part of the trunk, like there's a trunk in the trunk in her Lexus. He had his new shoes in there. He did not drive her car, okay? They were gonna, I think Kay was gonna meet him out there, tidying up, after done tidying up, because remember, her truck's just a street over, the gray work truck. But everybody was fussing and feuding about the truck, too. So the police, I think, were called twice on that truck. And that's how they know whose it was, because it's registered to her work. All right. And then she was going to go out there and meet. He was going to put on the new boots. They could blow up. Why not? Who cares? And then I just ran off into the sunset. I do wonder, though, like, if that would have worked. I wonder if she asked her dad, like, Daddy, I've been cyber stalking for so long, and I had him take some pictures. Don't worry, we'll take care of it later. We'll do damage control. All right. So anyway, that's my theory. I said it. I stole my mama's credit. I'm bad. I know I think I'm bad. Yes, I do. I do think I'm bad, and that's why I'm trying to fix myself. But I'm also bad. I'm bad. Okay. Did you notice? I took off the old brassiere. Tell you why. When I was going to put on the brassiere, because it's uncomfortable, I felt like it was like more uncomfortable. I think a little spirit was trying to like snap it, like stop it. It's going to keep showing. And it did keep showing. You got to listen. When stuff like that happens, something like that, like I said, you lose your keys, you can't find it. Stop being a jerk. The fairy sent them. Okay. So how does he care? Okay, now I'll tell you all the places where I got it from at the end. Okay. These are all like speculations. I'm getting, as well as other channels, a plethora, if you will, a cornucopia of sorts to give, the cornucopia of thoughts. And I just want to say, one right off the flippin' top is Red X Crime Files. Holy baloney frijoles. This is not even the one that I was talking about. This is a completely different one. She's in UK. She's talking with this guy who's Italian. He's flipping, he's reading his book. His book is about this. I gotta tell you what this bozo said before I get on with my life right now. I gotta tell you. He said, this investigation is not for the United States. He needs to come to the United States and solve it because we're not any good at that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Puff, puff, pass. All right. So I was wondering, along with the plethora of us, I saw this. Somebody asked the question in a live. How could he carry her? If he couldn't carry her from the truck to the grave site, remember, she was supposed to fly. That's why it's shallow. That's why he keeps sticking with the story. She was going to hurt the kids because it's still in his head. He's caught off guard. He doesn't know what's going on yet. He knows that story for sure, right? He's been to the site, admittedly, once a year ago. Then he goes back on July 7th, is it? Something like that. And these murders happened on August 13th, right? So he's already cited the place. He wasn't even supposed to go to that place, okay? But she would know because she was like a safety advisor, so she would know all the places. He said something about a leak to a coworker, and that's a coworker who showed up like, hey, where's the leak? Because it's not his flipping place, man. It's not where he works. So, whatevs. So they were like, if he can't carry her, and he has to drag her all the way out to Timbuktu, because obviously she flew from catching the site on fire that he doesn't even work at, but she flew in that bit. So, but who helped him carry her to the car? Ha! Who helped her carry? Who helped him? I might as well say her, you know what I'm saying. Who helped CW carry SW to the car. Because I and you and me and we, and that makes three, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum, they can all come. Here's the thing. We need to get this out there. Because this broad from UK is talking about how terrible we are. But honestly, she cares a lot. She's a good lady. But we're all wondering, because we can see, like, all the shadows. We've already seen it, all of us. Like, we'll see, like, you can see some of us, some people, they'll slow it down real slow, and you can see, like, the ponytail. You can see she was holding the phone, like, right by the passenger side front door of the truck. And then you see her kind of move out and in, but you don't see her because that tree's right there. And I'm talking about the footage of at like 5:30 in the morning when he's putting everybody in his car. The gas can, all that, the trash bags, all that, right? We got to keep I keep looking for my glasses, legit, but I kind of don't want to wear them. 4 eyes. All right, whatever. Okay. I don't want to wear them, but, you know, she old. She old. All right. So we're wondering, how did he get the body to the truck, right? There's no shadow of him dragging the body. By the way, I subscribed to that person, so if you hear me shouting you out, child, that was wicked smack. That was a good question. All right. His internet browser, in his internet browser in Google, when they investigated his CW's internet browser, because remember, he didn't wipe it, crystals, volcanoes exploding, and gems. Coincidence? I think not. A woman in Minnesota just burned her hand on a pan while cooking chicken. Meanwhile, in Switzerland, somebody ate a bar of chocolate. Coincidence? I think not. He said happiest day was his wedding day. Get out of town, you banana head. I think it was all that butt sex. That's what I think was your happiest day. The old doubly. His truck was on his truck was in the driveway 27 minutes. Okay, that's when he's filling up the truck. Took him 27 minutes to load the truck, so... Whoop, there it is. What? There it is. I said, what? I got here in Louisburg, 2000. Woo. Okay, so now this is getting into the deets of the Cellmate Secrets, I do believe. Locked down all the hallways. They'd have to lock down everybody. No one could be in the hallways when he goes to visit Sharon Cadle, by the way, who wrote letters to Christopher, which he did hit her with copyright, plagiarism. You can't use those, even though they both agreed. Obviously, they did. But he did the same thing with the guy. She's a nice grandma. He actually asked her, hey, if I was out, would you let me babysit your kids? And she's like, hey, yeah, hey, double hockey sticks, I'm talking all the hockey sticks and her twins. Hell no. All right, so they would lock it down. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone keeps telling me to go to my room, I don't like it too much. Okay, now I got some kind of something wrong. So that dolly vision, child. All right. Oh, yeah. He said that he put the children, or just Cece, in a drum so they wouldn't smell. He put them in the, said he put them in the drums. The oil drums. That's it. I apologize. I got confused with another deed. He said he put them in the oil drums, which I don't think they're called that. I think they're called batteries. So there's no smell. He's all over the street. Somebody hit that child. All right. Not a child. A child? A child. what was that? There was a child in the There was a child in the car. A child? A child? Safety. All right. La la la. Battery oil. Okay, the batteries themselves, the oil's so strong yet when people do open those up and whatnot, they need to have some kind of equipment because there's fumes. It's very dangerous. So it makes me wonder, did anybody go ahead of time and open that? Because he would have had to wait. He would have had to wait for sure. I mean, you can't just open up that oil battery. It ain't no drum. Do you remember the Peppermint Piper? Was that his name? He was on Strawberry Shortcake. He was super weird. All right. Oh, I also wanted to point out that I almost never, ever hear the kids speak. Like ever. They're either told what to do and they're going, yay! Or they're told to sing or they're told to do something. But they never really speak. And I saw something I want to say on What's the Obsession. This stuff before just came out. See, if I get deets, I'll throw them everywhere I can because I get real confused and I lose my list. And then I'll lose my list. So once you lose the list, your list of the lists are gone. So how are you supposed to find a list? But, so these lists, but a lot of this stuff that I'm going to talk about, so Wiki, What's the Obsession, doggone it, what's her name? Zab, why am I shouting? Zab Girl. Red X Crime Investigations, I want to say. Girl, get your shit. Oh, stop swearing. AT2 News. Yeah. All of these I watched in the recent times, I'm telling you. Okay, so. Alright. So, I was going to say, I heard Bella's voice. I heard Bella talk, and she was like, it looked like she was kind of like sitting at like a child's play table, like we played. This is how it is in my mind. It might not even be this. If you were sitting, like, having tea, you know? What was that movie? Something like, JoJo doesn't like you. JoJo doesn't want you to drink tea or whatever. You're like, JoJo, go kiss my butt. And then, like, all that tea went flying. Okay. This tea tastes like vodka. Oh, JoJo likes vodka. What was that? I feel like it was a name I should remember. Watch it be like my own name or like my child's name or something. So I noticed that they never really speak. And when I did hear her speak, she wow. She was one of those little ghouls. She was a ghoul that would talk like a little tiny little New Yorker. Like she had like a little speech impediment, you know. I have one now. She had it then, so she would have grown out of that. Wait a minute. I don't know if I can do it. Wait a minute. So I realized that. Did I put Klaus of writing devotional? Oh, Klaus. This really does look like Klaus, but I think this is about the dude that just released himself. You're going to hell in a handbasket. Hell in a handbasket. Everybody jump aboard. So he said that they were writing devotionals. I think he said they made a S-ton. They made 7 devotional books together. So this guy that just wrote the book, Dylan Talman, I'd also like to point out the book where he said, I want to say gypsy, but I don't know if like my gypsiness Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know if it's like my gypsiness or my thoughts of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I keep saying that. Okay, so I'm saying that before Dylan, there was another one, is what I'm saying. I don't know what I just said like 10 seconds ago. I left on Blanchard, and I forgot what I was talking about, because if you go on Clutch Them Pearls, they're always talking about the Sebastian Rogers case, and they'll put Katie, the mom, and and she'll be up on, and there's like a rooster, and it's like, Katie! It's like really obnoxious. Like, that was super loud, by the way. A million sorries, not thank yous. Well, a million thank you. A million thank yous. Have you ever seen, what's it called? Your Highness? Oh my gosh. I should have put that on the movie. Check out the movie stuff, but Your Highness, if you didn't catch the last one, check out Your Highness. It's about these guys in medieval times that's smacking the bell, but they have to beat evil and these witches that are trying to take his love. It's, that crazy dude, wait, I don't know, look it up, okay. Alright, so Dylan Tallman was not the first, he was not the first person to make statements about him. As I said before, I read what he did, remember, and wasn't great. And then he said that CW also told him, nah, it was her. And in my frame of my opinion, dear Lord, please. Oh my gosh, okay. All right, so that makes me sad. Every time I hear fire engines and police, if I'm not running from them, I get sad for people. So, you know, the Amazon thing said that he drugged Shanann a lot, and that's why she was dizzy and vomiting and all this stuff like days up prior to this. Dylan said he made seven books, 7 devotionals with him. And Sherilyn Cadle is a grandmother of 12 children. The letters of Christopher lady. CW, his position was an oil field operator. I almost said, I watched a video of Shanann doing her face today. She said, like 7 bajillion times. She's like, so yeah, so I'm watching my face. So like I'd say, hi, so okay. Alright. So anyway, it was a lot is what I'm saying. So I'm trying not to say like, I'm trying not to say I'm trying not to swear you here. So I'm like, I was looking, no, I'm just kidding. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so like I was saying about the do you see what's happening? Somebody's who is this? Tapping me, tapping on my chamber door on my lipsicles. Alex Erickson, Alex is a girl. She has a YouTube channel. It's called Alex Erickson. She does have Dylan's girlfriend right now, that girlfriend, in the chat often. So you might be able to like hear her, see her going, he's a good man! But that's it. He said, this is so aggravating. Okay, this is what he told the police in an interrogation. That the girls comforted each other on the way to the batteries. That he feels nothing. Rolled SW out, he said. Rolled her out. Does he mean like the sheet? Like you rolled her out like a... Remember when you were a kid, you'd roll up in the sheets and roll. I wonder... It didn't look like that though in crime scene, so if he said he rolled SW out, now here's another thing that we could go with too, because he couldn't carry her. But if he rolled her out, is there a child's wagon? At first I thought a dolly, you know, like roll her out. But she wasn't in is it rigor? She wasn't in rigor yet because it just happened. So she would have still been like, you know, and dead weight is literally she's dead. That was a bad choice of word. But yeah, it's like really super. I've picked up people who forget how to walk, and I'm not kidding, it's like triple. It seems so much heavier. It's just so heavy. So you'd have, if you wheeled her out, he said, I rolled her out. I rolled her out. Wheelbarrow, wagon, roll her out. Think of what was in that garage if it wasn't NK there. Who could it be? Who could it be now? Doo-doo-doo! Blanket over CC and smothered her with her favorite blanket. And he just has such hate for SW. So here's something I saw on the wiki. Hopefully I'll pass it when I see it. But they did show, you know, he'll show videos of other people's content. But it's because we're all looking for the same thing, to solve this. Like, somebody help us, let's do this. If we can find enough deets in there and proof and receipts, then they'll have no choice but to actually open it back up, right? He showed a picture of a chair, and it's a lot of sleuths, like they circle it and they go whoop, right into it. They said that could be a necklace. What I think it is, I think it's the tag in the chair. And the way, you know, if a paper, all right, I got my hand, I am not kidding when I say I'm pressing on the line so hard on my notebook that I don't lose track of where I am, like, ugh. So this would be hanging down. Now if it's like this, looks like a necklace, right? If it's like this, now you're like, oh, what is it? But, you know, is it a necklace? Smart. All right. Also, the thing with the blankets, they found a doll in the trash. None of this was, like, none of it was, like, checked, right? Anyway, so, really, what, right? Okay, right? So, anyway, they found, like, her favorite blanket, Cece's favorite blanket, Bella's doll, this and that. I have 2 children. If I had 2 girls, when anybody would get anything, I would probably get them the same thing. So I'm guessing there's 2 of everything. One might be a newer version, but there is 2 of everything in that house, most likely. There really is. There really is. I'd also like to point out that in that bathroom, I put the pictures on my community scene. Why would Shalann's toilet seat be up? There's a part where, like, kids could sit. It looks like it's a stepping stool, but she's short and has back problems. I'm short and have back problems. I keep a stepping stool outside my the toilet. I keep that because otherwise it's a strain on my back. It really hurts. And I've had neck surgery, so I do keep a stepping stool right outside of my toilet. The fact that, you know, right at your feet, the fact that the lid was up tells me the last person there wasn't Shanann, because she finishes stuff. I'd also like to tell you that there's pictures of the towels. The towels have bars, like they're orange towels, and they have like a thing of like satin across them. They're not even, but they're about this much apart, like a perfect amount apart. Check those out. I took pictures of, I stopped the thing. I was watching Zawiki, who was watching this thing, who somebody else did. So anyway, so I stopped that, and I just like went in on the towels, and I went in on, there was a non-itchy cream, there was a toothbrush, one toothbrush, because that's supposed to be Shanann's side of the bathroom. I showed you a closet with 2 hats. There were clothes on a chair, and there was a yellow shirt in with black stuff. She's color-coded that whole closet. Why would the yellow shirt be out? Also, Why were there 2 hats out of a box like that? She would have had them in the box. It doesn't look cute to her eyes. She would not like that. And there would not be clothes on the chair. I think Aunt Kay went in there and had herself a little party. And I think they played a little dress up and had a good time. Woo! All right. So, separate children because of, oh, he separated the children because of his hate of SW. Oh, she would never let him see the children. I'm not sure where this came from, if he said it or where it came from, but he said, I separated them because I hate her, and that he did it because she said, you're never going to get these kids. That's a hollow threat. Everybody knows that. You can't really take the children from a father who's not a drug addict, not an alcoholic, only had a speeding ticket, and according to his mom, he didn't even know he had it. Girl, he lies. He lies, okay? He lied to you about the speeding ticket, too. Why would he not lie about the speeding ticket? Of course he knew. Have you ever got a speeding ticket and not known? You say, oh, yeah, I got a speeding ticket. I drove through Shantytown, and I got caught on camera in the Shantytown, and they sent me some mail. Well, you got the mail, didn't ya? All right. Everybody knows you can't, even if a mother or father says you'll never see these kids, it's a real hard fight to make somebody lose custody like that. You can't, a man who's never had a criminal past, has no past aggression, he must be good. But seriously, he did go to work every day. He wasn't irresponsible to anybody else. He did what he was told, obviously. Okay. Armchair detective. Online supporter text. Explain phishing. Oh. They started throwing notes to each other, kites as they say, but they did it where it's called phishing, where this is him, this is a CW with, is it Justin? Dylan. I used to love that name, Dylan. Remember Dylan on 90210? He's passed away, God bless him. All right, so Dylan and CW are, it's called phishing. When you send something with dental floss, so it's kind of like, if you cast out, you got that bobber on there, and it's the same thing, so that would be fun, actually. So they'd have to really get it going. I bet there's a real art to that. Fishing with all the deets, you know? All right. So Dylan said he didn't have clean underwear, shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste, and he needs some Vaseline because he puts it on his skin. Yeah, you do. He said, I need Vaseline because I put it on my skin. What are you making? Freezer pops with it? Of course you're putting it on your skin, but it's Vaseline, okay? Hey, trying to fool, man. That's when someone's, that's a criminal explanation. It's a criminal, answer. Saying something without saying something while you're saying something and not saying something. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. I put it on my skin. Yeah, you put it on your who skin. Yeah. he don't follow the Bible. All right, so... Anyway, so they got busted with the Vaseline. Like I said, I think they were just like, he's like, man, shake it. Here's a love letter. Oh, a love letter for me? Oh, yeah. So he gets these fancy love letters and he needs a Vaseline on his skin. That's what I'm going to leave it at. Jeez Louise, the way they got caught is because it said Christopher Watts on it. This prison, the Dodge Correctional Facility, they put the name on it like a prescription. So it says it's taped on it because they don't want people buying other people using the commissary as, oh God, you know, I was on a roll there too. Using the commissary as currency. Using the commissary as currency. So they're putting their name on stuff. This is easy to get busted. Why would you be so dumb? If you're so smart to get all this other stuff right, doing the fishing, making 7 books about God, that seems like a pretty easy thing that you would pay attention to. Somebody else's name on your stuff, that would be like the first thing you try to get rid of. I would assume. I don't know if there's a rule where you have to have the paper on it. If they see without the paper on it that has a name on it, they're going to come look. You know, that could be the case too. But wouldn't you kind of like wet it where your name is, almost to make it look like, oh, I just rubbed it off from the wrestling touch of my skin. There's a sock on my cell door. This cell's a rockin', don't come a knocking. I touch myself. Okay. The Daily Mail and OK Magazine discussed the adult conduct report, which means that he got busted with the wrestling touch of his skin. He said that there was a girlfriend that, remember how I said the girlfriend Anna, so that NK would call herself Anna also? I was actually very close. There was a May, and he would consider NK the other May, so that they could talk about NK by saying May, because it rhymes with May. NK rhymes with May. Something like that. Oh, no, it's Mary. The other Mary. My bad, I just made up a whole situation. The other Mary. See, I write poorly. The other Mary, meaning Mary Magdalene. That's messed up. What the heck? So, T and W, 2 witnesses. They get freak letters. So this Dylan became engaged through these freak letters that they get. He said it was like a threesome of sorts between him and CW, and that they talk on the phone, all 3 of them. Like the guys in the jail or prison are like, yeah. So when it hits my lips, what? Oh wait, what? Oh, chow time, gotta go. So there's that, freak letters. They literally call them freak letters. Freak, let's shit, freak out. The deets are specific and goes to show how he lies. According to the cellmate still in contact, a 5x9 cell, Murders of Christopher Watts, and Letters from Christopher are 2 books from good old Sherilyn Calo. Alright, so I think this has a lot to do with the Zawaki thing I just watched. I also watched at night, Watts Murders, Watts the Obsession, and the Red Case, so there might be, or the Red X, so there might be some overlap. The carpeting was wet. Alright, the carpeting was wet when they go, they gave a detailed, like, outline of the discovery. The discovery is what they discover and find through the investigation. So people have to usually pay to get this, to see it. It's a easy money maker for the court system. So, and everybody's slowing these down and looking at them. The carpeting was wet, and Sawicki's like, no gloves, you know, he's crazy. So, yeah, and he looks like my cousin or something, you know what I'm saying? So, we had the same eyes. No gloves, and it was wet. Thing about that, they had a babysitter there the night before, right? Didn't they have a babysitter while he was out using a card that he shouldn't use just to make everybody crazy, I guess? They wanted her to look it up. Because they wanted her mad. Oh, we all assumed it was just a stupid Chris Watts. No, that was on purpose. Because why wouldn't NK pay for it? They're trying to keep it on the down low. Oh, we just broke through. We had a breakthrough, baby. We've had a couple breakthroughs during this time. And I'm happy to say we did it together as a family. As a family. That makes sense now because they did want to blame her for those killing of the children. That's why it keeps coming up. She would be extra mad because he used the credit card that night. Oh my gosh. See? We just got to keep noodling it. That's why. And that would have made her mad enough to go kill the children she was going to take. But she accidentally caught herself on fire and blew off the site. Or did she try to kill herself, too? If you know, she can't have him. She doesn't want to live, right? Come on. Come on. We just did that. That just happened. That just happened. I was going to say, the kids had a babysitter the night before. Being a young girl babysitter at one point in my life, like, having the DeLorean go back in time about 40 years, I was babysitting at age 12, so a lot of accidents happen because you're not really ready to be able to catch. You're not anticipating these falls that toddlers do. And Cece just turned 4, right? Or 3? She just had a break. Is it you, Caesars? Bella? Shanann? Okay, it's nobody. Alright, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just threw him. Wow. Okay, that's just. Oh. I think there was an accident the night before, and that's why the floor was wet. It's not blood. Blood will not come out of that carpet like that. And if they tried to use something to do that, it would probably be a diluted bleach, and that would stain that carpet. It's going to turn it yellow. Been there, done that. Even if you use a powerful suction type wet vac, it's still going to have a problem. So you kind of have to, like, if there was something like that, you kind of have to soak it. But they didn't even cut it out, like cut it out. They didn't cut out the squares that were wet. They didn't do any of that. They didn't do any of it. What a bummer, man. The mudroom, top of the basement stairs to the hallway. Bedding buried under trash. Stained sheets and pillowcases. It was called a coffin birth because she expelled Nico. That's when he knew she was dead, he says. When her bowels let go. What a pig. Who helped carry the body to the truck? We discussed that. Items next to the garage door disappeared by the time the cops got there. So we saw it when he walked in and all that stuff was at the garage door. By the time the cops come back with body cam, it's not there. He threw stuff away. And that reminded me of Lori Daybell. She did a lot of that weird stuff, but he threw it right away. She put it in a storage area, and that's how they kind of caught her. But he threw it away real quick. Quick smack. Bella's baby doll in the trash, took Cece's Yankees blanket. Used to smother her. She's considered a protected identity, not a witness, an eyewitness. Her interrogations were from August 16th to the end of August. Chris said he stopped at a dumpster at a construction site, threw away a bunch of stuff after the murders, but that they found some on the body cam. And that's where I'm saying there's 2 of everything, 2 girls. That's my opinion. The search day, Facebook, the day that NK looked up SW, what was it? I want to say September 7th, but it was 2017. And when she looked up on the Facebook that day, Shalane had just gotten flowers and cards and stuff, and she put it all over that, so no hiding that. She had a neck surgery, and it cost $25,000 out of pocket for Shalane. Some people said it's elective. There's criteria you have to hit to get surgery covered by insurance. He's an oil man. Now, I think I saw this on What's the Obsession. He's an oil man, like she said. She's like, the insurance will be great. Trust me. Everything will be covered on that insurance. So for them to spend $25,000 on Shanane's neck surgery, that's a big deal. It's a real big deal. So something was not covered, obviously. Sometimes it comes down to stupid stuff on that. I'm not even kidding. Like some real bizarro that you're like, what? Now none of it's covered because of this? So it could be like that. Google results. 1/7/18, Shalane Watts. 8/3/17, Chris Watts. These are extra Google searches from NK. So June 29th was sex text. Oh, how fun. Before June 29th was sex text. Okay. Web history NK. 2 a.m. home SW. 5 a.m. left CW. Oh, okay, so Shalane came home at 2 a.m. basically. And 5 a.m., Chris Watts left, basically. Asked everybody to delete the pictures. Yes, she did. And Kay asked everybody to delete pictures of her off of all their social media, their phones, their everything. She sent a photo of Chris to a friend named Charlotte Nelson, CN. I don't know. I have seen CN in some of the chats. August 14th, NK deleted all of her search. 4 hours of Watts search. 4 hours. Outlets of SWs. Oh, she wanted to know. She wanted to know the disappearance. What happened with the disappearance? So she was searching all that. So that's 4 hours of searches. The 14th, the day after the tragedy. So stains on the carpet, like I said, makes me think the kid spilled something. He wouldn't pay attention, and babysitters have accidents. And if it's in the bedroom, I would imagine either CC or Bella. If he planned on offing them, he's not gonna care if they're running with a juice cup. Okay, he's not gonna care if they have their like little juicy and they're running around with it. How many times have you seen kids leave that juicy and you can't find that little stopper that stops it? Do you think Chris Watts went to look for the little stopper that makes him be able to sip if his daughter's 3-4 years old? No, he plans on getting rid of them. So if she would have ran in there like kids do at night and they come with books, a good parent reads to their child, they might come with the books and the juicy. I never let my kids drink juice at night just because of the teeth thing, but yeah. I called it sweet tart juice. It was water and Kool-Aid with no sugar, so it's not the diet Kool-Aid, okay? It's a real Kool-Aid, just no sugar. And it tastes like sweet tart. So I got them to drink distilled water all the time. Then somebody was like, well, if you drink distilled water, it's going to bleach all of your nutrients out of your body. Well then, but if I drink other water, it's got a lot of other crap I don't want, and it's going to bleach things. So what's the difference? Like water's going to bleach stuff out of you, right? So, but then I also saw that Kool-Aid is made with a coal, meaning like from the ground coal, and that it's actually pretty cancerous. So... A2 News, description box screenshot, she says. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the necklace on the chair, like I said, I think it's one of these. Tag hanging down. Tag from this angle. Tag from another angle. Tag from another angle. Tag from another angle. So the way it looks. And also I told you about that light. That's over the dining room table that everybody thinks some kind of effigy. It's not. That's just a white round light that's hung up. It does look like a cross, so from ancient Egyptian times. It does. And if you wanted to believe that, you really could have gone off with it because it really, really, really looked like it. If you know what I'm talking about, I think that was on What's the Obsession, because she'll do lives for hours. All right. New work boots, right. And the work boots in Chelan's SUV is a big deal because, like everybody was saying, like, if you get another pair of boots, you put them on. Especially if you're a man. It's not like you're saving them for boot night. You know, it's not like you're going to the boot dance. Boot scooting boogie. And why the hell would you put them in your wife's SUV that doesn't go to work? Were you guys going to sand dunes? Yeah, boots. This is all in the discovery files. Okay, so it's ATS. Did I say AT2? I apologize. AT2 is a different, it's a gay black content creator. Completely different. You would have known right away. But ATS News, she has text 4 months ago. What was found on secret calculator app? Yeah, looking at that. He removed the picture of his family and put a picture of the sand dunes on it. And so this has all the text like, why would he do that? Why sand dunes now? Under impression, Chelan had a flat butt. Had flat, but he used an excuse of him having a flat. Airplane was late. What am I talking about? Flat. Is this sheep? He used an excuse of him having a flat. What am I talking about? Flat. I had a flat. Oh, the flat. Oh, yeah. I thought that SW had the flat, and that's why I made her extra late, because I knew that the airplane was late. But I overheard, not overheard, like somebody was saying, while he was saying something, he said, and that was a flat tire night. And that made me think it was Chelan that had the flat tire, but actually he was lying to Chelan, saying that his tire was flat and it's just low and blah, blah, blah. So that's while he's like finessing a babysitter, going out to eat, lying to his friend who's at the game, like all this shit. And they're making sure she knows that they spent money. That goes to our theory. Ooh, Vivan security alerts. They sealed all of the Vivan, which is a security system that the Watts had. They sealed everything from that, so nobody knows when SW and CH alerts. They had the alerts at the same time. Who's CH? That's CW, girl. Also, I thought of a good acronym for the girls, all three of them. CBS. CC, Bella, Chelan, CBS. So we could just say CBS instead of, wigging his tooth. The forensic lab can't extract data from Apple devices. Oh my Lanta. The basement door was left open and the garage door was left open. Sounds like someone was scared. Both closed when they came back, so the house, wait a minute. If the back door was open, why wouldn't Nicole A go in? Basement door and garage doors open. How's that? All right. NK challenges CW, prove it. Yeah, she wanted proof that he was at the site, because that's not his normal site. She would know about all the sites, being a safety advisor. And she even said he's not a part of an environmental team. He could go to the site first if he wants, and then the office, or the office and then the site. But I think she said something like he heads out there after 1. He doesn't head out there. That's why when we were talking about, remember I said, what's the deal, McNeil? Like, who cares about, like, another site? There's something about 20, 21 or something like that. That's because it's his usual site. Oh, they were also looking at a patch in the bathroom. It looked like they were like, that's Shannon's patch. It's a Thrive patch. That could have been his patch. He was probably walking right through that bathroom and screw her, I hate her and Thrive. You know, like he threw that down on the sink too, because if he throws that down on, now remember, he's in rebellious stage at this point. If he took off that patch and threw it down on that sink counter, even that's like, you know, so the towels weren't even, like I said. To me, it looks like a yellow sponge dried up and curled up like a Post-it note. That's what we were saying. Well, that's what I was thinking, but it really is a patch. I think it was in the Discovery. But I don't think it's Shanann's. I think it's his. The picture of the toilet on Shanann's side, the lid up. Why? Why is the seat up? Why isn't it down? If she used that bathroom, she would have put that down. If the kids ran through the house, those towels would have been more messed up probably. But then again, he probably didn't make them wash their hands. But then again, I didn't see any proof that any children were in that bathroom. It was all very, very clean. Usually if a child goes in to use the bathroom, the toilet, they'll leave something amiss. Like there's toilet paper on the floor, something. A toy is left in there, there's something. So for the toilet seat just to be up, that means either NK went in there or Chris went in there and used Shanann's side instead of using his own. I think somebody was playing dress up in someone's closet. She would put it down. The kids and the towels, but sometimes kids skip the towels. Right, the closet, the two hats out of place. Someone's playing hats. Why is there stuff on the chair? A yellow shirt out of in the wrong spot. UV lights. Something about they didn't use. Oh, here it is. Shocking. Doggone it. Shocking unseen. Oh, it's a wiki. Shocking unseen evidence at CW case from 7 hours ago. Okay, well, I don't know when I wrote this, so. Sheets, pillowcases were all in the next day's trash. Where's the UV lights? I think that's what his point was. Like, did they use UV lights? Did they look at least? So Monday evening, like I said also, you know what? In that one conversation when he's like, you know, he's kind of, it's not the full news crew, but he's out past the garage. You could hear the dogs barking, hitting on things. That's a trauma dog barking in the background. That's terrible. Sheets not saved or in Discovery. Is it because it didn't matter? No one but NK and SW was there. Baby Nico closed next to the bed on the hamper stool style situation, or Baby Nico closeout. Why would you decide to blow everybody up if you laid out the baby clothes that you're having? Okay, first of all, it's way off, like 6 months out before he could wear those clothes. So she was in the middle of something for that to happen. Unless that was a Nico stand, just for Nico. Because think about Shanann. One bag, money, store bag, pink. One looked like a Rite Aid bag. Oh, yeah. They were wondering about one of the bags, and I think it looked like a Rite Aid bag. Like an old, like, I don't know what I'm talking about right now with that, but I put one bag, money, store bag, pink. One looked like from Rite Aid. Show a bag. I don't know what I mean there. Not used, clean. Let's see. So the bathroom, the towel, orange, slightly off. Yeah, the towels were slightly off. It was clean, but it was clean, but I put the pictures out there. You'll know. You'll know. I think that's all the deets we have right now. Did I mention the dings? 111-minute phone call that night. So the 111-minute phone call was the next, like after he did that to the children. So that night, when he didn't have his house closed down, and they didn't put up crime scene, and they didn't do an investigation at all, even though everybody else in the whole wide world would. They had an 111-minute phone call, remember? And they said it was phone sex. And like I said, that's the way to shut people down. They don't want to hear that, so they don't want those deets. She was supposed to be home between 10 and 11, Shalane. He got the flat tire. NK went over, parked the car, street over, went into the back entrance where the kid's dead, or was only CC. Did SW walk in on them in the living room? And I told you that he was going to put, the reason why Chris said that the dogs barked downstairs is because he put Cece in a tub, and he was going to put both of the girls in the tub and just like kind of shove them. And then he said, no, I was going to put Cece in the freezer, but she didn't fit. If there's not any marks on her body being shoved into a bin, then that didn't happen either, did it? Have a great day. I love you.